Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
76 degrees the air temperature. That's about average for this time of year, which is nice. We've been in the 80s for so many days in a row. 75 would be the average, and we actually touched 74 earlier on this morning, so we're slightly below average for our morning temperature, which is great. I'll take that any day of the week. 72, our dew point, east-southeast wind coming in about 7. That southeast wind will be kind of consistent throughout the day today. Big ridge of high pressure sitting to the north. We're on the underbelly of that high, bringing the winds up out of the southeast. Showers out in Gulf waters will stay there under the influence of that southeast wind. Sea breeze hasn't built yet, so those southeast winds will continue to push those showers away from the shore. High pressure located just to our north is going to draw down some slightly drier air today. That's going to kind of mitigate just a little bit the number of storms that build in the afternoon in response to sea breeze activity. But still, the further south you go, the more likely you are to encounter some stronger storms. So if you're setting off for Miami at around 3 o'clock this afternoon, it's going to be a wet drive. We're looking for a little bit less rainfall here locally today. The further north you go, the less rainfall you get. Lots of sunshine, consequently, spells warm afternoon temperatures. And in fact, I think our daytime highs will probably top out a degree or two warmer than they were yesterday. We have the RPM computer model put into motion. You can see the showers that build this afternoon are going to be relatively sparse, but they'll be around. There'll be a few of them around. And the general motion will be from the east interior sections to the Gulf waters to the west. So we'll watch for that to occur. Then tomorrow, I think moisture will start to return. We'll start to see some bigger storms begin to build in the afternoon. Some of them down to the south particularly could be very similar to what we saw last night. Big showers and thunderstorms with lots of lightning pops, gradually drifting out into Gulf waters and dissipating. And that'll be the trend right straight through into the weekend, I think. So, tropically speaking, all eyes, of course, are looking south of Hispaniola as a cluster of showers and thunderstorms begins to take shape, maybe even developing enough organization to be classified as a tropical depression, perhaps a tropical storm. Earl, it would be called. This system will be monitored very carefully by the Hurricane Center, and we'll watch it. It's got a battle to fight in order to become a tropical system, though the Hurricane Center gives it about a 70% chance over the next 48 hours of developing. And the reason is in the location where it is, it has a kind of a sea of drier air. Here on the water vapor imagery indicated by these tan colors, a sea of drier air that it's kind of floating in, but still, when these systems persist long enough, they tend to create their own environment. So I think that's what's going on here. Big thunderstorm activity during the overnight. Now, the other thing that it has to deal with is shear. Remember shear, those winds that are kind of tearing, ripping winds at various heights that kind of take a tall thunderstorm and tear it apart? Well, when you do that to a tropical system, it doesn't have much of a chance of survival. If you look at where the system is now located, the winds aloft tend to be kind of rough. You know, redder is better on this map. The redder the colors, the stronger the shear, the less a chance of a system developing into something stronger. And it does have some pretty strong winds to deal with right now. But forecast is for it to move rapidly to the west and into an area that is more favored for tropical development. The upper level winds a little less hostile. All computer models continue to take it away from the state of Florida toward the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, toward Belize, Honduras, the Yucatan, out into the Bay of Campeche, where it may strengthen even more once again, kind of heading toward parts of central Mexico. Again, this is basically going to be a rainmaker, I think, not so much a windstorm as a big rainmaker for those locations. So we'll watch it, keep you abreast. The only thing I would say, its impact on Florida, none at all, basically, except that maybe as we get into this time period, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll have to watch some of the wave heights far offshore for boaters. So just keep that in mind. Southwest wind coming in at about 10 knots in the forecast for the remainder of the week. Calls for that moisture to return rapido speedo, bringing us again good rain chances as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Back to you.